Hello, welcome to another client spotlight interview. And this time you may recognize this guest because we've already had a client spotlight interview, but she decided after 3 months to sign on for more VIP one-on-one time. And we've had such a fucking blast. Reese, introduce yourself, say hello, let everyone know like who you are, what you do.
Hi guys. Hi everyone. Yes, this is my second time signing up because I just couldn't get enough of Hajina's space and psychic awesome juju and all the good stuff that she has to offer. My name is Reese Hilburn. I am a tattoo artist of 10 years. I own a brick and mortar tattoo shop, and I'm also a spiritual tattoo business coach. I help intentional tattooers build wildly successful businesses through strategic and energetic alignment, all from a place of holistic and a balanced place within themselves. So that's what I do. And I feel like I say that so much more confident than even in the last time, because it's like I own this shit. Like,
Let's
because
go.
I have to say that there's like this huge part of what you do that helps me, especially in the last 3 months, like truly step out of my own spiritual closet and own the fact that like, yeah, I am a light worker. Yes, I am very intuitive. Yes, that like it is okay to be fully me and to embody that and to embrace it and to just like, I don't know, you like lead by example in that, because even in the 3 months that I like the first 3 months, it was like the second half of that time, it was like, you are like your intuition, the work, the inner work that we did together, like some of the inner child work and you just dropping in with energy healing was like, I was so like connected to you. And it was so touching that it like, that's what like the business, like totally collapsing the time in that. And just like from point A to point B in like, almost like light speed, So I was like, what the hell? So all
Mhm.
the good things.
Yes, I love how you're already diving into the magic that has been the like next phase of our work. I have goosebumps, by the way. Yeah, so really quick, if you haven't yet, go watch the first client spotlight that I did with Reese. And then you can come back and also watch this, and you're gonna just see like the power of her, like how she's shifted and what really has happened in this next phase. What was the biggest difference for you from like the first time that we worked together to this second round of 3 months?
I definitely have to say that for me, the first time it was like it, finding that voice within me that felt like I was safe, and then in the second time it was like, oh, full send, like she's fully supportive of me spiritually, energetically, business ways and all this kind of stuff. And so there was like, I think there was this level of trust I needed to have within me in order to trust outside of me, especially in this new realm. Like I said, I've always been a very spiritual person, but I only dabbled in it and only put that into my messaging very, not a lot. And even when I did, I still felt a lot of like resistance in it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm showing too much of me. Like this is, and I didn't realize that I was so in the closet about it because I was afraid to get judged or made fun of. And then there was like, I also work with people in a brick and mortar shop that have seen me for years and they're like, Reese, this is a totally not the Reese that we're used to. So it's like, it's me stepping out. And so the second part really helped me just understand that there are people out there just like me, and that there is a huge community of, like you call us like New Earth leaders in the New Earth vortex. And I just love that. And so it's really, I think at the second round, almost, I don't know, it's like almost like light speed. Like it just like so much has happened in the second half of our time together.
Yeah, beyond that, like given that we really did go deeper, and I felt that like, I mean, I always laugh and say we never know, like one call we'd be doing your strategy for your next like mastermind launch, and then another one like doing that deep inner child healing work. And this is what's so beautiful about this work is just how holistic it is. And what do you feel like the inner world, all the inner work that you did brought you in the external world? Like what were some of the results this second time around that you, and I already know one I'm like, you better remember to say, because I'm gonna brag if of that
Yeah.
for you, if not. But yeah, what were some of the results you witnessed?
So huge results. Like obviously our first 3 months, like it was, I don't even know where we landed. Like it was like we went past certain marks of like what I made all of last year, which like hit 40K in launching sales, and I made 40K in cash all last year. And then 6 months, I've hit 100K in cash. That's not even the amount of money that I've like made in launching sales. I've hit 109. It was like 96.6 in cash as of 6 months. And that's obviously over double what I made all of last year. And we have projections of making at least 14,000 a month in coaching. And so and that's just right now. I have so many things launching. Like like there was also this part of me that felt I only had one thing to launch, and you very much like encouraged me to do more and to expand more. And I was like, I don't think it was like weird. I had this weird creative aspect of me that was like, oh no, that course was the only thing I got in me. And now I'm like, oh no, there's so much inside me that I want to like add to this. And so yeah, so like with VIP and with Mastermind, and then I have a new course coming out, and then I'm relaunching, like there's like so many things in the business that like I thought had to be done a certain way, like a very masculine structural, you launch once a quarter, do this and do that. And you very much opened my mind to the fact that I get to make the rules in this, and I get to have fun in it. And there's so much liberation in that was given to me, that not only was I able to, I feel like I'm doing more, but like in the inspired way. And so that has also been a huge thing. So like never have I made 14K a month in coaching. Like and I also made $95,000, $96,000 in cash 6 months. So that means that like doubled what I made last year, all of last year. My shop as a leader has like, of course, this all trickles down to everything, every other aspect of my life. So that now the shop that I own has already, created $150,000 in cash already, which is double what they did in like 9 months. And I've made in just tattooing, same thing. And so it's like we are at 300K in cash half the year, and that's almost how much I made all of last year. So not gonna lie. I am quantum leaping. When you said I was going to quantum leap, I didn't take you seriously. Now I will. And as everyone else should, when she says quantum leap, this means there's no logic, people. Understand?
Nope, there is no logic. And I first of all, I just love you so much. Like, and I really just props to you, right? Like, look what you've created by investing time, energy, money in yourself, like meeting your edges. Like, you really showed the fuck up and did the work. And there's a reason why people in this vortex, you're in this vortex, is because you are high level, high committed. And I know that you had to feel the proof and have that faith and that trust in what you were creating without it being physically tangible yet, right? It was just an idea. And so just reflecting that back at you, like, it has been such a pleasure. And yeah, seeing you really like open up into your gifts. Like, guys, I've never seen a tattoo person, what do you guys call it? Like, I'm like a tattoo person, a tattooer, like this. Like, you are making waves in your industry. Like, you are a tattoo-preneur, and really like you shining now with the spiritual aspect. Like, of course you're calling in the $96,000 cash in 6 months. Like, of course your shop is quantum leaping. I think it just speaks into like what this is really about. Like, this is leadership. This is a long-term game.
I can't get it. I know. I'm like I'm definitely one of like your lifer people. Like I'm one of those people that's like, you know, where you have like some clients that just buy like maybe your low level or maybe just your high level, but I'm like the one that's like, oh no, let me just go through all of your products. Just full send. I think it's because there's a there you and it's so funny. I will mention this. I was watching, what was I watching? I was watching your TikTok mastery. And one of the girls in there had said that what made me want to watch the video was because it's just you exude this amount of embodiment and confidence. Like she said confidence, but in my mind, I heard embodiment because that's what I thought. And I was just like, this is the reason why, like, you get to, you like, you build these beautiful things, but like with you especially, it's like there's this sense of just such fucking I fucking own me shit that you just exude that like I'm like, I want that. I want that. And I gotta be in the vortex. So let me be in all of that. So I'm so happy when I get to see when you do the lives, like the TikTok mastery was really great. And so when some other people are like seeing what I see, I'm like, okay, I'm not alone in this. I see it. So it's worth it. It's worth every penny.
Yes. And I love that. I'm just your mirror. And first off, that just like, I'm like, oh, this is why I do what I do. So thank you for that reflection. And like, we're just reflecting that because I know you are like so showing up in this, like, not that there was anything wrong before, but yeah, you've done the work and people are seeing it. People are flocking to you. You're so magnetic right now. And that's why I know like you are so easily on the way to $1 million a year. I'm like, not even worried about
like
it.
I remember we had talked about this. We were like, oh, to $1 million. And we laughed. And in my mind, I was like, maybe next year. But now I'm like, I could do it this
You
year. Like
could.
it could be very, very absolute. It's actually incredibly possible. I would have never said that. I would have been like, yeah, maybe, but I'm not going to hold to it. But now I'm like, fuck it, like full send, like, let's go.
You want to say to anyone who's been like thinking about working together or even joining this vortex in any of the offers, like what do they need to hear right now, given that you've experienced the fucking magic?
If there was anybody on the fence about this, the biggest insight I could offer is that when you're feeling into the fear, that's also just like almost permission that maybe this is something that you need to step into. And when we have that fear, it's just our edges. It's just our like sticky bits that cause us to want to like it's like an opportunity to move toward it almost. And so if you even feel like the inkling, like, oh, this is my person, like full send it, because you never know what community offers you and how much you can expand, not only from like an external, you know, abundance, but also internal abundance. And so I highly, 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 highly recommend anybody that is like, if you're ready, if you're a go, because Hajina's not going to talk you into it, okay? Because she already knows that she's going to call in the right people in her space. But like, you get to choose if you're the right person too. So just like full send it. I'm a full sender. So just, and when you commit to yourself, you're literally telling the universe that everything that you are that's meant to be yours, all your desires are meant to be yours. Like that's supposed to be for you. So I say, go for it, babe. Like you got this. When you do it, you won't regret it. I know I did it, and I know I'll continue to join in on all of your stuff. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me. Like, let's just keep going.
Big stuff's happening. Yeah. Thank you for that, Reese.
You're welcome.
Well, this has been amazing. How can people find you? Where should they go if they want to learn more about what you're doing?
Awesome. Well, you can find me anywhere. You could just look up The Art of Reese, pretty much in Google and Instagram, TikTok. We got podcasts. You pretty much find me there. I'm Reese Hilburn, and I tattoo as well. So you never know. You could want to be a part of that too. So yeah, The Art of Reese, it works.
Yeah, go check out Reese. Like I said, she's doing big things in the industry and stay tuned for her $1 million year. But thank you
Yes.
so much, Reese. So excited for the adventures that lie ahead of us. Thank you for taking the time for this Client Spotlight interview. And that's it for now. Until the next Client Spotlight. Goodbye.